What the haters talking about?
What's up, family? This is a valuable story I'm about to share with you, especially if you're a renter. If you can get to the end of the story, I promise you there'll be a blessing. We got a landlord who shared a story of one of his tenants who reached out to him saying, "Mr. Tom, I got your money." He said, "What do you mean you got the money? April rent is already paid. May is not due till May 1st. He said, "Well, I came up on a lot of money and I want to pay a bunch of months of rent." He said, "Well, how many months are you talking about?" He said, "On the low, I came up on 100 bands and I want to pay 3 years of rent." And he said, "You mean like $100,000 from one of those scratch-off tickets at the gas station?" He said, "Yeah." And he said, "Well, why do that? Why give me $43,000 for 3 months of rent when I can just sell you the house and you can use that $43,000 for a down payment?" The tenant, whose name is Marcus, said, "No bank is gonna loan me money to buy a house. I don't have any credit." He said, "Marcus, you've been paying rent on time for 2 years. He said, "Instead of continuing to pay rent, just put up the 43 racks for your down payment. And then after 15 years, he said, I'll finance the house for 15 years at 4.5%. And then after 15 years, you'll own the house to be yours instead of you continuing to pay rent." And he was like, "For real? No cap? No cap. Dead ass? Dead ass." Oh, man. Bam. So that's the deal, right? Now, I was online reading some comments about this story. And here they come, boy. Somebody said something about, "Oh, that's a bad deal for the tenant because interest rates are 2.5. He's getting robbed." Fam, it's easy to spot people who are unfamiliar with business because they say the most asinine things. First of all, 2.5% interest is for those with the best credit profiles. If you don't have good credit, you don't have good rental, good job history, then you're going to be down here somewhere. You know, you're going to be up in the 6s and the 7s and the 10s and 11s or whatever. You ain't going to be nowhere near 2.5. Somebody said, "Well, the house is probably worth only $60,000. I doubt that the house is only worth $60,000 because by the numbers that he provided, I estimate that he's paying about $1,200 a month in rent. But even if it was, if he buys the house and become a homeowner, he now has collateral in case he goes through a rough patch." So I used to be very against buying homes, like buying, because there's a lot of things that come with buying. You have to consider taxes. You have to consider maintenance. You know, you got to put away like 1-2% a year for maintenance, right? And then you got all the other things associated with upkeep. But if you're paying the same amount to rent as you could to own, then that's a no-brainer. This dude's gonna put up $43,000 for a house that he was never gonna own. And the guy made a lot of sense. He said, "You can take that $43,000 and use it as a down payment. And now you're a homeowner." Now, I don't know all the specifics about the house and what condition it's in and what the total amount is, but it appears to me that the guy was, offering the deal to him in good faith. There are some landlords out there who would have taken that $43,000 and been like, gotcha. Think about it, fam. I got $43,000 and I still own the property. Or I got $43,000 and I'm going to sell the property. But I'm only getting $43,000, you know, if he defaults on the loan. Now, I think dude negotiated in good faith. I think he had dude's best interest close. And of course his too. It's a win-win, like he said. It's a win-win situation. I don't have a problem with that. One of my philosophies in life is that if you can rent, you can own. If you can pay rent, you can pay a mortgage. And there are special programs out there that can help you realize your dream of becoming a homeowner. You just have to do the work. Now, you can't say you didn't know. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?